We're diving deep into a fascinating piece of numismatic history, the 1981 P Mint Mark $quarter coin. You won't want to miss this because this coin is not only rich in history, but also holds the potential to be worth millions of dollars. Let's get started. The 1981 P $quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, marking a significant period in American coinage. The United States Mint had been producing the Washington quarter since 1932, and by the early 1980s, the design had become a staple in American currency. In 1981, the Philadelphia Mint produced a total of approximately 14.1 million quarters. While this might seem like a lot, relatively few have survived in uncirculated condition, making certain specimens exceptionally rare and sought after by collectors. Now, let's talk about the design. The obverse features the iconic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. On the reverse, you'll find the majestic eagle, symbolizing strength and freedom, along with the words United States of America and $quarter. But what sets the 1981 P quarter apart? Well, it's the subtle variations that can significantly impact its value. There are certain die varieties that collectors hunt for, such as the 1981 P Type 1 and Type 2 quarters, which are identified by their distinctive design details. Rarity is a key factor in determining the value of any coin. For the 1981 P quarter, while many were minted, the ones that are graded MS66 or higher can fetch astronomical prices. In recent auctions, pristine examples have sold for thousands of dollars. In fact, it's not unheard of for a well-preserved 1981 P quarter to reach values in the hundreds of thousands, if not millions, depending on its condition and collector demand. So, how do you determine the value of your 1981 P quarter? It all comes down to grading. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. A higher grade means higher value. For instance, an MS65 coin could be worth around $25, while an MS67 could reach over $500. But remember, if you happen to find a quarter with an interesting die variety or in exceptional condition, you could be looking at a serious investment. The market for rare coins can fluctuate, but certain trends indicate a growing interest in coins like the 1981 P quarter. With more collectors entering the hobby, prices for rare specimens are climbing. Keeping an eye on auction results and market trends can help you make informed decisions if you're considering buying or selling. In conclusion, the 1981 P Mint Mark $quarter is more than just a piece of currency. It's a treasure with a rich history and significant value potential. If you think you have one, get it graded and see where it stands in the market. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more insights into the world of coin collecting. And share your thoughts in the comments. Do you own any 1981 P quarters? Let us know. We're diving into the intriguing history and hidden secrets of the 1989 P Mint Mark Washington quarter, a coin that's been capturing collectors' attention recently. Could it be worth millions? Let's find out. First, let's talk about the origins of the 1989 P quarter. This coin is part of the Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. By 1989, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia was producing millions of these quarters, which are still in circulation today. In fact, the Philadelphia Mint struck over 512 million quarters that year, marked with the P Mint mark. So you might wonder, with so many produced, what makes this particular quarter stand out? Let's look closer at the coin itself. The 1989 Washington quarter features a bust of George Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan, a design that dates back decades. On the reverse, we see the iconic eagle perched with outstretched wings. While the design is typical of Washington quarters of this period, rare variations in the 1989 P quarter, such as errors or unique die strikes, are what intrigue collectors. Now here's where it gets exciting. Error coins from 1989 can fetch impressive prices. A few types of errors that collectors search for are double dies, off-center strikes, and die cracks. These errors are caused by malfunctions in the minting process, making each one unique and highly sought after. Depending on the error type and the condition of the coin, Some error quarters have sold for thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. But there's one error that's particularly rare and valuable. Alright, so could the 1989 P quarter actually be worth millions? Technically, the base value of a 1989 quarter in circulated condition is just 25 cents, and even mint state quarters are valued between $5 and $25. However, in rare cases, error coins in pristine condition with unusual features could fetch a premium price. While it's highly unlikely that a 1989 P quarter would sell for millions, some collectors and dealers have listed unique error coins for eye-popping amounts in the hopes that serious collectors might pay top dollar. So, how can you tell if your 1989 P quarter is valuable? Start by looking for any unusual markings or irregularities. Using a magnifying glass, inspect the coin for errors, particularly around the date, the P mint mark, and George Washington's profile. If you spot something, it's worth having a coin expert or a grading service, like PCGS or NGC, evaluate it. The coin market for error quarters is competitive, and some collectors are willing to pay top dollar for rare 1989 P coins. Keep in mind, though, that these error coins are extremely rare, and finding one might require some serious luck. Knowledge is your best asset here. Stay informed about market trends and what collectors are looking for, as values can change based on rarity and demand. So, is it worth scouring through your change for a 1989 P Washington quarter? Absolutely. While not every 1989 P quarter will make you rich, finding an error coin can be a thrill and potentially a profitable discovery. We're diving deep into the intriguing history, the minting details, and what exactly makes this coin so valuable. Let's get started. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932, and while most quarters minted in the 1990s may seem common, certain unique factors can turn one of these into a rare, high-value piece. The 1997 D quarter was minted in Denver and has been generally considered part of everyday currency. But hold on, there's more to the story. For any coin to reach an astonishing value, it usually meets specific criteria. High-grade quality, low mintage, and unique errors are some of the factors that drive coin value. Although the 1997 D quarter doesn't have an exceptionally low mintage, it can hold some surprises that collectors are looking for. Here's where the thrill of coin collecting comes in. Some 1997 D quarters in pristine, uncirculated condition have fetched hundreds, and sometimes even thousands of dollars at auctions. Coins graded as MS68 or higher, with no marks, scratches, or wear, are especially valuable. When inspecting a 1997 D quarter, pay attention to the luster and details, like George Washington's profile and the crispness of the eagle on the reverse. Any unique errors, like a double die, weak strike, or minting anomalies, could increase the value dramatically. You're probably wondering what makes some 1997 D quarters worth thousands or even millions of dollars. While these instances are rare, high-grade examples can command surprising amounts at auctions. For instance, quarters that score an MS69 grade can easily surpass four figures. If you have a 1997 D quarter, check it under good lighting. Look for mint luster, any unique errors, and if possible, have it professionally graded. A small investment in grading could be the difference between a coin worth 25 cents and one worth thousands. The 1997 D Washington quarter may seem like any ordinary coin, but who knows? Your pocket change could hold the next big discovery in the coin world. Hit the like button if you enjoyed learning about this fascinating coin, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights into the world of rare coins and unexpected treasures. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! We're diving into the fascinating story of the 1978 D Mint Mark Washington quarter. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a regular coin, right? But for collectors, this year and mint mark hold an extra touch of intrigue. Could a 1978 D Washington quarter really be worth millions? Stick around to find out. Let's take a trip back to 1978. Jimmy Carter was president, disco was in full swing, and the Denver Mint was busy producing millions of Washington quarters. The Denver D Mint mark on these quarters signified that they were minted in Denver, and that year, over 287 million quarters rolled out of the mint. So, with millions of these coins in circulation, what makes the 1978 D quarter so special to collectors? While most quarters from this era are worth just face value, there are a few unique coins that have left collectors buzzing. The 1978 D quarter is generally made of a copper-nickel blend, no silver content here. But what makes some coins valuable are the errors and unique characteristics found during the minting process. When it comes to rare coins, a tiny minting error or a unique feature can mean huge value. Collectors have been on the lookout for coins with misstrikes, double dies, or off-center errors. While these are uncommon, they do exist, and error coins from any year can attract serious attention. But in the case of the 1978 D quarter, one of the most intriguing discoveries is the high level of detail in some surviving coins, along with very rare instances of double die effects. If you find a 1978 D quarter that appears unusual, say it has a slight doubling on the obverse, which is the front side with Washington's profile, or an off-center strike, you might be looking at something far more valuable than 25 cents. Condition plays a big role in determining the value. Coins in mint state condition, particularly MS65 or higher, fetch much higher prices. For the 1978 D quarter, some of the highest quality coins have sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars due to their impeccable condition and rare characteristics. But here's the million-dollar question. Has a 1978 D quarter ever sold for millions? While that might be a stretch, some high-quality quarters have reached impressive figures at auction. Although it's unlikely a 1978 D quarter would go for millions, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. Who knows what might happen if an incredibly rare error coin appears? So, if you come across a 1978 D quarter in your pocket change, take a closer look. While not every coin is a jackpot, the right combination of condition, rarity, and error could make it worth much more than just 25 cents. And remember, it's always a good idea to get rare coins professionally graded. The condition can make all the difference, and grading will give you a better idea of your coin's true value. We're talking about the 2014 P Mint Mark quarter. Believe it or not, there are certain conditions and varieties of this coin that collectors go absolutely crazy for. If you've got one hiding in your pocket change, it might just be worth millions. First, a bit of history. The 2014 P quarter was part of the America the Beautiful series, a program that ran from 2010 to 2021 to commemorate national parks and historic sites across the United States. In 2014, the Philadelphia Mint produced 5 different designs featuring Great Smoky Mountains, Shenandoah, Arches, Great Sand Dunes, and Everglades. Each design tells a unique story about American heritage and natural beauty. So, what's so special about the 2014 P Mint Mark quarter? Well, while millions of these quarters were minted, there are a few select coins from this batch that stand out. These special coins are known for their unique errors or high-quality strikes, making them incredibly valuable to collectors. Let's talk about some of the rare errors you want to look out for. Error coins like double die obverse, off-center strikes, and coins struck on the wrong planchets can make a standard 2014 P quarter worth thousands, or even millions, in pristine condition. Additionally, certain high-grade coins, especially those graded at MS 68 or higher, have fetched astronomical prices at auctions. Why? Because collectors seek perfection. Coins with absolutely no scratches, flawless luster, and perfect centering are incredibly hard to find, even among modern coins. You may be wondering, how much are these coins actually selling for? Well, some error coins and top-grade 2014 P quarters have sold for over $100,000. And rare, uniquely flawed ones can climb into the millions at elite auctions, depending on their rarity and the collector's market. On the front side, like double strikes, die cracks, or off-center images. High-grade coins with no blemishes, ideally professionally graded by PCGS or NGC, are the ones collectors will pay top dollar for. So, next time you're checking your spare change, take a closer look. You never know. One of these quarters might be hiding in plain sight, just waiting to make you a fortune. We're talking about a 1990 D Washington quarter that you might just have lying around. But could it actually be worth millions of dollars? Let's find out. Cut to close-up of 1990 D Washington quarter with captions. The Washington quarter series has a long and storied history. The design, featuring George Washington, was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of his birth. Fast forward nearly 60 years to 1990, and we have the Denver Minted Quarter, known by the small D mark under Washington's portrait. 1990 was an interesting year for quarters, with the Denver Mint producing over 927 million of them. That's a lot of quarters. So what could possibly make this one special? So, what makes a 1990 D quarter worth anything more than its face value? For most, these quarters are ordinary, but a few rare versions have unusual characteristics that make collectors go wild. Error coins are a collector's dream. Variants like double dies or minting misalignments can turn a regular quarter into something far more valuable. And in a few cases, quarters with unusual metal compositions or striking errors have actually fetched thousands, even millions, in auctions. Now, let's get to the million-dollar question. Could your 1990 D quarter be worth a fortune? Well, here's what to look for. First, examine the quarter under good lighting. Look closely for any doubling on the lettering, date, or mint mark. If you see doubling, especially if it's prominent, that's a sign your coin could be special. And even small details, like extra lines on Washington's hair or odd markings around the rim, can boost the coin's value. But here's the thing, professional coin grading can make or break the value. Graded coins with errors can reach hundreds of thousands or even millions at auction. It might seem crazy, but rare coin collectors are passionate and competitive. Unique quarters, like those with major errors or rare compositions, are incredibly desirable in top condition. A coin's history, rarity, and condition can drive prices sky high. For example, other rare error coins have sold for hundreds of thousands, sometimes breaking the million-dollar mark, depending on rarity and demand. So, if you've got a rare 1990 D quarter, it could be a life-changing find. Wondering what to do if you find a 1990 D quarter with unusual features? First, don't clean it. Cleaning a coin can lower its value significantly. Instead, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll assess the coin's condition and any errors to give it an official grade, which is crucial for serious collectors and auction houses. This way, you'll know for sure if you have a coin worth millions, or if it's just a cool collectible. So, there you have it. While most 1990 D quarters are worth face value, there's always the chance that your pocket change could contain a rare gem. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, keep an eye out for those unusual details. Who knows? You might have a million-dollar coin on your hands. We're diving into the intriguing story of the 2004 P Mint Mark quarter dollar. You might think it's just another modern quarter, but there's more to this coin than meets the eye. Some unique versions of this quarter have captured collectors' attention and could be worth up to millions of dollars. Before we explore what makes this quarter so valuable, let's take a quick look at the history. The 2004 P quarter was part of the 50-state quarters program by the U.S. Mint, a program that honored each state in the order they joined the Union. This series was a huge hit, sparking new interest in coin collecting nationwide. In 2004, 5 states were celebrated on the quarter dollar: Michigan, Florida, Texas, Iowa, and Wisconsin. And it's the Wisconsin quarter in particular that captured the world's attention, especially the ones with the P Mint mark, minted in Philadelphia. So, what's special about the 2004 P Wisconsin quarter? It all comes down to a unique variation that was discovered. You see, some quarters were found with an unusual leaf detail on the cornstalk next to the iconic cow and cheese design. Coin experts identified 2 varieties of this detail: the extra low leaf and the extra high leaf. These variations weren't supposed to be there, and collectors believe they were accidental or experimental die varieties. This small, unintentional change turned the coin from ordinary to extraordinary. Now, here's where it gets even more exciting. While most Wisconsin quarters might be worth only their face value, these unique extra leaf varieties have reached massive auction prices due to their rarity and demand among collectors. Some of these Wisconsin quarters with the extra leaf have sold for thousands, but experts predict that pristine, uncirculated coins could someday reach values in the millions. If you're lucky enough to have a 2004 Wisconsin quarter, you could be holding a small fortune. Here's what to look for. Grab a magnifying glass and examine the corn stalk closely. If you see an extra leaf pointing either upward or downward, you could have one of these rare varieties. Found a 2004 Wisconsin quarter with an extra leaf? Here's what you should do. First, get your coin authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can confirm its authenticity and help determine its true value. Once it's graded, you have options. You can hold on to it as an investment or auction it to eager collectors willing to pay top dollar. So, what do you think? Could you have a rare 2004 Mint Mark Wisconsin quarter sitting in your change jar? With the right variety, you might be holding a coin worth millions. Don't forget to check your quarters. And if you enjoyed learning about this unique coin, hit that subscribe button and join us as we uncover more valuable coins and collecting tips. We're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1994 Mint Mark Washington $quarter coin. If you're into rare finds, valuable coins, or just curious if one of these quarters in your change could be worth a fortune, you're in the right place. The Washington Quarter series started in 1932 to honor George Washington's 200th birthday, and since then, it's been an iconic part of American coinage. By 1994, the U.S. Mint had been refining the design, and millions of quarters were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, identified by the P Mint mark. The P indicates that this coin was minted in Philadelphia, one of the primary mints of the United States that produces a significant portion of the nation's coinage. Now, you may be wondering, what's so special about a 1994 P quarter? After all, it's not that old, and over 1 billion of them were produced that year. But certain 1994 P quarters have turned up that are worth thousands, and in rare cases, even millions. These high-value quarters are often found with rare minting errors, unique features, or in flawless mint state condition. Let's look at a few of the factors that can drastically boost the value of your 1994 P quarter. Look closely at the lettering on the coin. If you see any doubling, particularly around the Liberty or the date, it could be a rare double die error. An off-center error, where the design is visibly misaligned, can make the coin more valuable. If the quarter looks like it has a piece missing from its edge, this clipped error adds to its uniqueness and value. Another essential factor that can elevate the value of any 1994 P quarter is its condition or grade. Coins in mint state condition, meaning they are virtually flawless and look as good as the day they were minted, can command premium prices. Getting your coin professionally graded by a company like PCGS or NGC could help verify its condition and potentially increase its value. Alright, here's what you've been waiting for. Can a 1994 P quarter truly be worth millions? It's possible, but extremely rare. While some quarters have sold for tens or hundreds of thousands due to unique errors and perfect grading, the million-dollar coins are few and far between. The stars would have to align. A one-of-a-kind minting error, pristine condition, and a highly motivated collector. To date, very few quarters have reached that million-dollar mark. However, record-breaking coins are often discovered in auctions, surprising collectors everywhere. So, if you have a 1994 P quarter with rare features or in flawless condition, who knows, it might be worth more than just 25 cents. Make sure it has the P Mint mark and the year 1994. Use a magnifying glass to check for double die features, clipped edges, or off-center strikes. If your coin looks shiny and uncirculated, consider sending it to a professional grading service. And that's everything you need to know about the 1994 P Washington quarter. It's incredible how a single coin can hold so much potential value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, keep an eye out. Who knows what treasures you might have in your pocket? If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more coin collecting tips, rare finds, and stories of valuable coins. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare quarter. And as always, happy collecting! We're diving deep into a fascinating coin from the 1980s, the 1988 P Mint Mark $quarter. Did you know that certain versions of this coin have the potential to be worth a small fortune? Stick around as we explore its history, how it was made, and what to look for that could make this coin worth thousands or even millions. The 1988 P quarter dollar was minted in Philadelphia and is part of the Washington Quarter Series, which has been in circulation since 1932. This series commemorates the first U.S. president, George Washington, and has been widely circulated in the United States for decades. In 1988, the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of these quarters, which are typically seen as common coins. But as we'll soon discover, there's more to the story. Close-up shots of a standard 1988 quarter, highlighting details such as the mint mark, the year, and any unique features. So, what makes the 1988 P quarter potentially valuable? The secret lies in a combination of factors: rare mint errors, high-quality grades, and unique variations. First, let's talk about mint errors. These occur when something unusual happens during the minting process. Errors like double dies, misstrikes, or planchet flaws can turn an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. And for the 1988 P quarter, some rare errors are out there. Close-up of error examples on other coins, like doubling or misaligned strikes, followed by arrows and annotations pointing out error spots on the 1988 P quarter. If you come across a 1988 P quarter, here's what to look for. Double dies are one of the most sought-after errors, especially on the obverse side with Washington's face. Look closely at the lettering, especially around words like liberty and in God we trust, as doubling in these areas can signal a valuable error. Some coins also have misaligned strikes, where parts of the design are off-center. These mistakes add a level of rarity and intrigue that serious collectors are willing to pay big money for. Next up, let's talk about coin grading. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition hold more value, especially when they're graded MS-65 or higher by professional grading services. Coins in these high grades are rare because most quarters in circulation show signs of wear and tear. But if you've got a mint-state 1988 P quarter that's perfectly preserved, it could fetch thousands of dollars at auction. Now, let's get to the big question. How much can a 1988 P quarter be worth? Recent sales show that graded, high-quality examples with error features have sold for thousands of dollars. Some exceptionally rare quarters have even been estimated to be worth millions, but it's important to remember that only those in mint state or with unique errors get this level of interest. So if you find a 1988 P quarter with an error, definitely consider having it graded. Want to check your own 1988 P quarter? Start by examining it closely under good lighting with a magnifying glass. Look for any unusual characteristics like doubled letters, cracks, or misalignments. If it looks unique, consider sending it to a grading service. They'll confirm the value and rarity. Even if you don't find any major errors, you could still have a valuable piece if it's in great condition. Who knew a 1988 P quarter could hold such potential value? Whether it's due to rare errors or pristine condition, some of these coins have turned into collector's gold. So go check those quarters hiding in your drawers. You might just have a fortune waiting. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating coin facts and valuable finds. We're diving into a fascinating coin that's got collectors buzzing. The 1999 P Washington Quarter. Could it really be worth millions of dollars? Let's find out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on rare and valuable coins. First, let's talk history. The Washington Quarter was first minted in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. It was initially meant to be a one-time commemorative issue, but it quickly became a popular design and a staple of American currency. Fast forward to 1999, this was a historic year for the U.S. Mint as it launched the 50-state quarters program, with each quarter representing one of the 50 states in order of statehood. The 1999 quarters featured Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, and Connecticut. This was the first year of the series, so these quarters are especially memorable among collectors. Now, if you're lucky enough to find one of these with a P mint mark, which stands for Philadelphia, and it's in perfect or unique condition, you might just have a very valuable coin on your hands. Here's what you need to look for. Flip the coin over to the obverse, and right next to Washington's ponytail, you'll see the mint mark P. That's the sign that this quarter was minted in Philadelphia. Because it's the first in the state quarter series, 1999 coins carry a unique significance. Alright, now the big question, what makes a 1999 P quarter potentially worth millions? Well, like with any collectible, it's all about rarity, condition, and demand. First up, condition. If your quarter is in pristine condition, especially if it's graded as MS68 or higher by a grading company like PCGS or NGC, it can command a significant price. One high-grade 1999 P quarter even sold for thousands at auction because of its perfect state. Now let's talk about errors. Some 1999 P quarters have unusual minting errors that can make them very valuable. These can include double dies, where the image or lettering appears twice due to a misalignment, and die cracks, which appear as raised lines or ridges on the coin. These errors make the coin unique, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for them. So just how much are we talking about? Most 1999 P quarters in average condition are only worth face value, but higher grade examples, especially with rare errors, can sell for anywhere from a few hundred to several $1,000s. There are cases where a perfect condition, error-free quarter has fetched tens of thousands. And if you have one with a unique, documented error, it could be worth even more. Now, if you think you've got a 1999 P quarter that might be valuable, here's what you should do. First, examine it carefully for any signs of errors and check its overall condition. If it's looking flawless or has unusual features, you might want to get it graded. Grading helps authenticate the coin's value and can be a game changer for any collector or investor. Sending your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC can confirm its grade and market value. Even if it costs a little, grading can significantly increase your coin's worth if it's in top-notch condition. So, there you have it, the 1999 P Washington quarter is a special piece of U.S. history with incredible potential value. Whether you're holding onto it for its historical significance or hoping to cash in on a rare error or high-grade piece, this coin is definitely one to look out for. We're diving into a coin that might just change your life, the 2003 P Mint Mark Quarter Dollar. Now, this isn't just any quarter. Some versions of this coin have been valued at jaw-dropping amounts, possibly in the millions. So, let's uncover the history, unique features, and what makes this coin such a rare gem in the world of numismatics. First, let's rewind a bit to 2003. This was a pivotal year for the U.S. Mint as it continued its 50-state quarters program, which had started back in 1999 and went on until 2008. Every year, the Mint produced 5 new state-themed quarters, and in 2003, we saw designs for Illinois, Alabama, Maine, Missouri, and Arkansas. But what sets the 2003 P Mint Mark quarters apart from others? The P Mint Mark tells us that this coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. What's interesting is that the Philadelphia Mint often produced coins in high volumes. But with the state quarters, certain minting errors and unique characteristics have caused collectors to go wild over some versions of these quarters. What's driving the value of some of these 2003 P Mint Mark quarters to insane amounts? Well, it's all about minting errors and pristine condition. Some of these quarters have come out with incredible accidental flaws, things like double die errors, off-center strikes, or, in rare cases, die cracks. If you're lucky enough to have a quarter with any of these unique minting errors, you could be holding onto a gold mine. Now, you're probably wondering, how much are these error quarters actually worth? Well, in the coin collecting world, high-grade, rare error coins in mint condition have been known to sell for thousands, if not millions, of dollars. The final value depends on factors like the coin's grade, rarity, and whether it has those sought-after mint errors. For example, some rare coins with unusual error types have attracted buyers who are willing to pay astronomical prices. If you think you might have one of these rare coins, here's what you should do. First, check your quarter for the P Mint Mark, located right near Washington's portrait. Next, examine it carefully for any visible errors. And if it looks promising, take it to a professional grader who can help determine its authenticity and condition. So, if you've got a 2003 P Mint Mark quarter lying around, take a closer look. Who knows? You might be sitting on a small fortune. And remember, Coin collecting isn't just about the money. It's about uncovering a piece of history, one coin at a time.